Hello everybody, I am back with another video, bringing you guys Garage Sale Chronicles Episode 2. Now I didn't get a whole lot of stuff this time around, but I spent a very minuscule amount of money, and I actually got a few very interesting things, one of which is a game that I actually remember playing when I was younger on the PlayStation 1. It is one of my favorite games for the system. It is by no means rare, worth anything, or highly regarded in any way, but it's one that I have very fond memories of playing, and I couldn't believe I found it. I actually found it at a local Goodwill of mine for $2, so really good stuff. Let's go ahead and get started, though. The first sale that I went to a few weeks back, I found this guy right here. If you've seen in my past few videos, I have a new shelf here, which, believe it or not, this thing is amazing. It has this glass casing, if you can see that, in like new condition. There's literally no scuffs or marks on this. This outer part is wood, and it just has, like, these shelving units here, and perfectly showcases, a lot of my games. Basically, this is all of my modern stuff, my DS, 3DS, PS3, Wii and 360, and then here I kind of just have my boxed Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color games, my Dragon Quest Famicom games up there, and then the Japanese Pokemon games are up there. Some of my PSP limited editions, Shin Megami Tensei 4, the Kirby Dream Collection's there, the Dragon Quest 25th anniversary. It was the Famicom collection that was only released in Japan. My Game Boy Micro box there, and my Genesis titles, my custom cover art Game Boy Advance games, and then just some odds and ends down here. I have my PlayStation 2 and original Xbox, Alan Wake Limited Edition, Lord of the Rings Online, Shadows of Angmar, Collector's Edition, Ice Hockey on the NES, NBA Jam, and then some of my favorite N64 titles boxed, Perfect Dark, DK64, and Mickey Speedway USA. So just some of the more older retro stuff there, which is really cool. But I spent all of $4 on that. I went up to a sale, and the lady had that shelving unit there, so I bought that immediately. And I also saw Toy Story 2, so I ended up getting... Toy Story 2 was marked for $4, the DVD, and that was marked as $4 as well. I said, would you do both for $6? And she said, oh, absolutely. So, really great sale there. I'm glad I stopped by. And I'll also do some close-up photos of the shelving unit so you guys can kind of see everything that's in there. So really cool stuff there. That same day, I stopped at another place that they said they had video games. They had some Wii stuff, which is kind of the only thing that I find nowadays as far as video games go. Everyone's just kind of unloading all of their Wii stuff because they just no longer want it. Nobody wants to play Wii Sports anymore, I guess. They had one DVD, though, that I did pick up. I just have really fond memories of watching the Pokemon anime movies, and even the TV show, of course, when I was growing up. So I got Mewtwo Returns. I think I got this for 50 cents. So yeah, can't beat that. That's a good deal. And then another day, actually it was another week, I went to my old neighborhood, and one of my neighbors actually had a whole box full of video games. A lot of Wii titles that I was, a few here and there that I was kind of interested in. I didn't end up getting any, but I did get an Xbox 360 game that basically had never been played. The lady said that her kids never really played any of these video games, so she basically just threw them all in a box and priced them like $1, $2 a piece. And so I got Sonic Generations for the Xbox 360. Not a huge Sonic fan, not because I don't like the games, I've just never really played them. So the only modern Sonic game that I ever really wanted to actively seek out was Sonic Colors, but I haven't gotten that yet on the Wii. But I have heard good things about Sonic Generations, so I might give this a go, and then probably just get rid of it, because it's not really something I want to hold on to. But yeah, still, $2, not bad. Okay, so I went into a Goodwill, and I go into this Goodwill pretty often just to see if they have anything, and they never do. But for whatever reason, I go in there, and there's one lone PS1 game. Okay, I'm actively seeking like 3 PS1 games right now, and I'm not going on eBay to purchase them because they're not expensive. They're like $15 buy it now, but I still figured that maybe someday I'll find them in the wild, and this held true for this game here, which is just wacky because it is one of the probably most unheard of games on the PS1 that not many people played. But that is Tom and Jerry in Housetrap. Now, you might be thinking, like, Rusty, why in the world would you actively be seeking out a game like that? And to tell you the truth, I don't really know, other than I had very fond memories playing this game when I was younger. It is just one of the wackiest games ever. My sister and I, she would just sit there and watch me play it, and I would just endlessly play this game. It was just so much fun, and you can see here that the case is in unbelievable condition. And why, you might ask? That is because I took an old Nickelback CD, absolutely destroyed that CD. Well, this is what Tom and Jerry was in when I purchased it. So yeah, I just figured, like, I don't really listen to Nickelback, so why not just take this crappy CD that's been sitting on my shelf and replace it with the Tom and Jerry one? Why not, right? So that was awesome, and the manual's in pretty good condition too, so it was awesome. When I saw that, I just like lit up in excitement, If this was all I found, these past few weeks, I would have been ecstatic because, again, I'm looking for like 3 different PS1 games right now, none of which are RPGs. They're all just like cartoony games that I remember playing. Another one is Miss Pac-Man, oh my gosh, what is it? Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness or something like that. It was on the N64 as well, but it wasn't your typical Pac-Man game. It was an actual like adventure game, as opposed to just the typical eating dots and scaring the eating the ghosts or whatever. But in any case, Tom and Jerry and Housetrap is a really, really enjoyable game, and if you haven't played it, look it up because it's pretty interesting and a lot of fun. So, the last sale that I have to talk about, I actually went garage sailing with my grandma of all people. I went up to visit her for her 84th birthday, and of all the things that old people love to do, one of them is garage selling, apparently. So we went out for like 3 or 4 hours, and I didn't find any video games. It was kind of depressing. I did go to this one house, though. It was just unbelievable. This lady had 5 children in this tiny, tiny, tiny little house, and they were moving. And so she was like, listen, guys, we just want to get rid of all of this stuff. I mean, there was literally stuff just piled to the brim in this house. So you basically just went in and were just like clawing around and just finding stuff in boxes and everything. And I just found a box full of like little figures and plushies. And normally I don't want that kind of stuff because it's just shovelware and it's just going to sit there, and I just don't want it. I don't need it. But I couldn't pass this stuff up. You guys know the Pokemon maniac that I am. I saw these things and they were marked at like 25 cents and 50 cents and $1 based on the size of the items. I picked up all of these and I priced it out before I went up because I was going to try and counter offer based on what this should have been valued at. It should have been valued at about $7 or $8 based on how they were pricing. She ended up giving me all this for $1.25 because she just didn't care. And nor did, her kids didn't either. So here we go. All of these figures for $1.25. I can't wait to just kind of display them on one of my shelves because some of my favorite Pokemon here, you guys. Alright, so the first one we have here is Mewtwo. He is really crazy looking. And it looks like he has some kind of like missile device thing, which I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, his hand here looks like he's about to deploy a missile, which is just crazy. But nice sturdy little figure there. Really cool. Okay, my 3 favorite Pokemon of all time. Nothing out of the ordinary here. We have Pikachu, Charmander, and Totodile. And I found 2 of the 3 there. So, I got 2 little Pikachus. One of them, he's like, getting ready to prance or attack. This guy, he's like, I don't even know. He looks like he's like trying to squeeze out a fart or something, to be honest. But, really cool there. Absolutely adorable. One that I just couldn't believe I found, Ponyta. Cool stuff there. I was so happy. Whoa! What is this? I got a Raichu, and his leg is missing. I swear to you, his leg was not missing when I purchased this. It must be lost in transit. That is depressing. Well, I'm going to be looking for that, but I got to write you. He's all happy because he lost his leg. And then we got a little Totodile. Look at that guy. I couldn't believe I found him. Piplup, another starter Pokemon that I actually like quite a bit. Really adorable. Really the only one of that generation that was, I don't know. I just love Piplup. So cute. And then we have these little guys, which they're so adorable. Okay, I think this guy's name is Bagar or Bagor. This little dinosaur-like guy. And then there are two of these types of Pokemon. There's a blue and a red one, Pulse and Minus. That's not how you pronounce their names. But if you see on his cheek there, he has a little plus. So yeah, he's a cool little guy. This is one of my favorites. The fire starter Pokemon are usually the ones that I go with because they're the ones that I'm most fond of. Charmander. I didn't go with Cyndaquil. I definitely went with the fire Pokemon in this one, this generation, and that is Chimchar. Look at that little Chimchar. How adorable is that? I couldn't believe it. These are so awesome. Okay, the final two plushes that I got, those were figures, obviously. These were actual plushes. Got a little Pikachu. Awesome little guy there. He's looking all happy. And then this one is humongous. I couldn't believe this. And I would have happily paid $1.25 for this alone. Look at that little Chimchar. Put that in perspective. Here's a PS1 case. Pretty decent size there. So yeah, I was super stoked. For $1.25, I didn't find any video games that day. I could not care less. Let's see, wait. Yes, I couldn't care less. A lot of people mess that up. In any case, you guys, that is my Garage Sale Chronicles. Not a whole lot of stuff, not a lot of games, but again, this alone was worth it for me. Look up some gameplay of this. This is a really fun little unique gem on the PS1 that I really enjoyed back in the day. And for Toy Story 2 on DVD, one of my absolute favorites. Really good stuff. So, if you've gone garage selling it all this summer, let me know if you found anything as of late. For me, again, not much. Just a bunch of Wii stuff that people are unloading that I really don't want. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.